Today I'm watching Angel Season 2, Episode 9. Season 8 was this heist episode. We saw Angel attack Kate. She survived, but Cordelia and Wesley are worried now that Angel's going to develop this need to drink human blood again, and there was some scenes with him in the last episode where it looked like he was reminiscing that moment, so I'm very worried to see what's going to happen there. Darla wasn't in the last episode. They had mentioned her name, but she didn't make an appearance, and Wolfram and Hart weren't in the last episode either. It was nice to have a little bit of a break from that storyline, but I'm curious to see where this episode's gonna go. I don't know if Kate will be back in this episode. She's kind of in just sporadic episodes occasionally, and in the last episode, Angel saved her life, so I'm curious if she does make an appearance, what that relationship with her and Angel will be like, if she's still going to be blaming him for everything and basically want to destroy him, or if it's going to be she's realized that he does actually want to help her and cares about her. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Taking a domestic tack?
Yeah, you seem all calm and homey. Are you on drugs?
Yeah, I was like, why is he so worried about his laundry?
Ooh, but let go.
I found Darla. It wasn't easy, but you said keep looking. And
Of course, as soon as he's like accepted it, finds Darla.
no more.
They'll be looking for her, too.
What do you think they'll do if they find her?
Well, let's get there first and not find out.
Yeah, and her like body was deteriorating last time too.
Yes, again. We're not going to enable you in your addiction.
Didn't we learn anything from the tea?
Wesley. Yeah, Wolfram and Hart had mentioned that like they only have a limited time with her anyway, and or did he just bring her right back to Wolfram and Hart? We've seen Lindsay like step away from Wolfram and Hart a few times, so that's what I thought he was doing again, but obviously not.
We would never force you to do anything against your will, Darla.
It wasn't my will to be here in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. You brought her back and didn't ask her. Yeah.
You're not our prisoner, Darla. You are, however, our moral responsibility.
What does that mean? What do they have planned? Oh, this can't be good.
Reason.
Bro, how'd you...
Motel, public accommodation. She doesn't live here.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
I was wondering how that rule would apply to hotels. Yeah, okay.
In the form of you.
No blood. Nothing new anyway.
And an ex-vampire wearing a cross necklace.
When you're desperate, you do what you have to do.
Yeah, I feel bad that they brought her back and then just like let her loose into the world. Oh, good, more flashbacks. Yes.
This is outrageous. Don't these people know who we are?
His accent. Ooh.
Carrying us
Hey. Hate the French. Should go someplace like Romania.
You'll regret that sentiment.
Well, we stay in the best hotels, order room service, eat the waiters.
Typical vacation.
A vampire hunter.
Good enough to have driven us into a stinking barn like animals.
All right, then, let's be
Oh my, so spicy.
especially with the proper companion.
Oh my. Yeah, they found you.
Sketchy, isn't it? You know, when I was a human, I didn't have much luck with the women.
Is she going on a date?
Since, 92?
1992.
I know, it's hard to believe.
She's like, I'm hundreds of years older than you.
Someone who too can walk those lonely nights, hunting with them, feeding with them.
Yeah, she just wants to be a vampire again so badly. She's hoping this guy will turn her.
It's mythic.
No, you've been reading too much Anne Rice lately. You got no idea how this thing works.
No strings.
There's an alley out back.
She's like, I just want to be a vampire. I don't care by who or what it takes.
I'll take my chances.
Yeah, she's like, I hate being human. Please fix this now.
I'll walk you through it. Drink. When you feel my heart start to slow, stop.
That's a dangerous game. Oh, and good night. Of course, Angel shows up. Yep.
I wasn't in any danger, Angelus. Believe me, I picked a stupid one. I always pick the stupid ones, didn't you?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Shots fired.
What do you care?
This isn't you, Darla.
You know, just because we had a thing for 150 years, don't presume you know me.
I mean, what's 150 years, honestly?
I wanted you to do it.
That'll never happen.
So I do what I have to do.
Yeah, Angel's not going to turn her back into a vampire.
If I recall.
That's not the point.
Ha ha ha! She's got you there.
I don't have time.
You do. You've been given a second chance. Don't throw that away before you have the opportunity.
I'm dying.
That's what I thought, yeah. Something but the curse, whatever they brought her back, yeah, it's temporary.
They showed me the medical files. All the tests say the same thing. I've got about 2 months left, 3 at the most. So if you'll excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they had mentioned it that something was going to happen sooner or later, so they weren't super concerned about her just taking off because obviously her time is limited.
Mortals. Between the two of us, we can go out with a reputation. Even death with the right companion.
Oh, Darla, what the heck, man?
Hope you survive this, Angelus.
What? She's leaving him behind?
We'll meet again in Vienna.
What a jerk. Takes the only horse. See ya. Wow, wow, wow. Darla. I was gonna say look out for that bus she just threw you under, but in this case it's a barn burning.
Maybe more than the one night.
And you believe it's some kind of trick? We're talking about Wolfram and Hart. Of course it's a trick. They're trying to play some kind of mind game.
It would be hard to trust, for sure.
So do you. We played them together for over a century.
Yes, but you were just soulless, blood-sucking demons. They're lawyers.
So much worse.
So, sorry about the dying, but if you try to escape, we will hit you.
On the head.
Wesley.
I might not be able to come in, Lindsay, but
Wipe your feet.
He just invited him in.
Wipe your feet. You can come in. Jeez, I invited you in already.
Also, I never understand keeping the shoes on when you come home. Oh, good night, Lindsay.
You want a second opinion here? How about a third? How about a 10th?
But again, these all would have been people they would have sourced. Yeah.
They all say the same thing. Syphilitic heart condition. Terminal. Looks like our Darla was a working girl in the New World.
Oh, she's dying of what she was... Oh, okay, interesting.
Put it up with a few antibiotics, if you catch it in time. We're about a month and, 400 years too late?
That's interesting. I thought it was from the curse.
Be sure.
Why?
Why? Because I don't want her to die any more than you do.
Yeah, Lindsay has like this crush on her. Which I don't think Angel was expecting.
Alone almost makes it worth it. But there's another way. And I'll find it.
Yeah, I can't see him ever turning Darla into a vampire. I know that's like one of the few options they have, but still.
ooh.
Hey, what is that? What does that mean?
She has a nice voice.
Means ooh. Ground control to Major Tom. You still testy from the last time?
Oh no, when you sent me to that Swami who was dead and his imposter tried to kill me, why would I be testy about that?
Yeah, he's like, why? That went perfectly fine.
Aren't you supposed to be reading her?
I'm a channel surfer.
It's like, I'm picking up something over here as well.
Crucial point here. Things fall apart. Not everything can be put back together, no matter how much you want it.
She's not gonna die.
That's not what he wants to hear.
Plus years.
As a vampire, before that she never had a chance.
Yeah, he just wants to give her hope to have a life as a human. That's something he doesn't have. That prophecy is still looming somewhere in the background. We haven't heard much about that in a while.
There is one way. It's a bit of a quest, and it'll probably kill you.
I'll take it.
Oh, too eager. Too eager.
Here we are.
I don't think this is right.
Oh, you said I had to take the plunge.
Into an empty pool?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Don't do it. Angel, some green-faced horned lounge singer asks you to do something and you just do it?
Yeah, how is jumping into an empty pool gonna, like, help her? What is that gonna solve? And he just has blind faith in the karaoke host.
Or you're about to see something kind of funny.
Whoa! Okay, very platform 9 3/4. But dove right in, like head first.
I shall be assisting you with the trials.
This seems like the same set as the Oracle.
She is your collateral, then. Should you complete all 3 trials, she will be made whole.
Oh, okay, interesting.
She dies instantly.
Cheese and rice, really going off the map here.
Darla, you can relax with an iced beverage in our...
So accommodating. Grab yourself a coffee or a tea.
You'd best get ready now, sir. This is no time to be dwelling on the negative.
It's only a life or death situation, but yeah, let's not worry about that. Okay, let's see how these go. Oh my gosh.
Okay, 3 challenges. What are they?
Well, that's for you to discover, sir.
That's ominous and scary. We know Angel will do anything to save Darla, and obviously he's proven this.
First test is child's play. Once that gate opens, all you have to do is walk through it.
That's it?
Don't fall for it. No, there's got to be something on the other side. Yeah.
What's 2 and 3?
Oh, I really wouldn't know about the last 2 tests, sir. I've never seen anyone survive the first one.
I don't like it. I don't like these odds. Oh my gosh. And even if he does save Darla, are they getting back together? Is she gonna take off to be with Lindsay? What's going on?
You must be the catch.
Oh my god! What is this thing? Yeah! Oh, nice one. Oh! This guy's terrifying. Oh my god, kicks to the ribs. Oh, good night. Oh, cut him in half. See ya. 1 down, 2 terrifying, more trials to go. That looked really cool though. Super gross, but looked cool. Just perfectly sliced in half.
Open up!
Is he still alive? Oh my god, he's not done. He just put his own pants on and connected his legs. He's like, swoop. Don't mind me. How do you kill this thing then? Oh my god. We know that's not gonna work. Take him with you. The old hooked him by the chainmail pants. Oh, yep. You gotta keep them separated. Oh, great. So he's got the sun up above and a floor full of crosses. He's gonna get scorched from top to bottom. Good luck, buddy. Run fast. Ah, oh god, that hurts for me. Oh my god. Hot coals, hot coals, hot coals. Oh, run. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, ow, 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 ow. That's gonna be holy water. Yeah, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Oh, ow, 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 ow. This is like a Saw episode. Torture chambers.
Of course, there is one final challenge.
Oh my god! What is this? How is this a challenge? He's tied up, he can't do anything.
Stakes. You got this. The test.
Yeah, how is he supposed to win? There's no way.
You do understand. This 3rd test has no catch, as you put it. Death is the final challenge.
It's not a test, you just stand there and they kill you.
But if you'd like to pray, now would be the time.
Like, come on. This is beyond unfair. And Darla's gonna watch him die, yeah.
What are you waiting for?
For you, sir.
Angel, come on.
Without your permission. You've earned a choice. Accept your death so that she may live, or...
Or what?
We're not doing this. We're not killing off Angel. Come on, man.
The world could be a very bad place. Take yourself out, put her in, and how long will it be before she stumbles, before she falls?
He's trying to talk him out of it. Oh, man.
You don't. And are you still ready to give your life when she can promise you nothing?
Or is it just gonna be that he was willing to do it and they don't actually kill him? I don't know. I don't like this at all. Angel, come on, man. A wall full of stakes. That's horrible. Oh my gosh.
Do it.
Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh! Oh my god. What? Come on, no.
Angel.
What?
Congratulations. You've passed the third test.
Oh, my heart.
Hey, Jeeves. Unless this fortune cookie crap is some new kind of torture, what do you say we just get on with it, huh?
And now what's Darla gonna do? Like, is she coming back now as like a regular character?
She's been given new life once before.
Oh no. Oh no.
Bargain. She's earned a second chance.
This is her second chance. Oh no, no, no.
But you played the game magnificently.
I don't think he gives a crap about that.
Told us she was brought to life before this all started. I truly am sorry, sir.
Oh my gosh, after all that.
There's nothing I can do.
Wow. Oh, wow. Poor Angel. That's devastating. Oh my gosh. What a roller coaster. Angel Rage. And I hate this vase. He tried so hard, and now he knows he's gonna lose her all over again. Oh, my heart.
Maybe, yeah. Because, you know, I have a soul if I did bite you.
No.
Now he's actually considering it, yeah.
Yes. To die. The way I was supposed to die in the first place.
That's just heartbreaking. Yeah, that was her fate originally, and yeah, it's not like she just walked up to somebody and became a vampire. You know, the master turned her as she was dying.
Every moment you have left,
Oh.
you're never gonna be alone again.
Oh my gosh. Such a sad episode. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, the tasers. Stop with the tasers. What's happening now? Lindsay, you little rat. Just as we're having a nice moment. Oh, look who it frickin' is. Frickin' Drusilla shows up. Ah! I don't like this. I don't like this for 1 minute. This episode is crazy. Well, Darla, you're gonna get your wish now that you don't want it. Oh, and Angel has to watch. Oh my god, that's horrible. Oh. Great. Frickin' great. Now we've got Vampire Darla back and Drusilla's back. Ah! So that was my first time watching Angel, Season 2, Episode 9. It was a crazy episode. Obviously, we focused a lot on Darla and Angel's storyline and these trials, which I was not expecting. That was so cool and really well done and a really interesting way to tell this story. And Angel's only option, really, because he didn't want to turn Darla into a vampire. And then just that heartbreaking last scene when he's tearing up and he can see that Drusilla's back and that she's turning Darla back into a vampire again right before his eyes, and there's nothing he can do about it. Lindsay, of course, plays like, oh yeah, I want to save her too, and invites Angel in like, no big deal, yeah, like let's just, you know, talk about how we both care about her. And then of course 2 seconds later he's back to his usual antics of being awful, and of course comes in, you know, at the very last minute, just as they're having this really sweet moment, and like Angel's saying, oh, I'll never leave you, you're not going to be alone. Like, they know the end is coming, but Angel's going to stay with her throughout this whole ordeal. And then of course that's not happening anymore. They're being separated. I don't know what is going to happen now, especially with Drusilla being back. Usually they put it in the credits, which is kind of a giveaway and kind of ruins the surprise. So it was definitely a surprise to see her in this episode. We know Wolfram and Hart can't be trusted at all. And when they said, oh, we're not worried about you and Angel anymore, to Darla, and shows her these medical records and, sends her down this path, basically, I didn't believe it for a second. I knew that they still definitely wanted Angel to go bad. The medical stuff was hard to tell because they had 10 different doctors, but I still think that they would have sourced doctors that would have been favorable to Wolfram and Hart. I don't think they would have found doctors that said things they didn't want to hear or would have said the opposite of what they were looking for. And this whole time I thought it was Darla was, deteriorating because of what happened with the curse and bringing her back. Something happened in that process that she could only be brought back, for a limited time. And we'd find out that, in fact, she's dying of what she was dying of, the first time around, which is horrible to think about. And now there's a cure, but of course it's too late for her to get the cure. And that was the original fate for her as a human the first time, hundreds of years ago, that she was supposed to die. And of course the master interferes and turns her into a vampire, so now she has to relive this again and then gets turned into a vampire again, just as she had come to terms with accepting that okay, she doesn't want to be a vampire anymore. She realized how much Angel loves her, and that kind of changed her mind, and saw what he was willing to go through for her and willing to sacrifice himself for her. And of course, as soon as she's accepted not being a vampire, who walks in the door but Drusilla and turns her into a vampire again, which is just going to be horrible. She is the worst kind of vampire. We had another flashback scene when they were in France, and we found out that Darla just leaves Angel for his own devices in this burning barn. Obviously, he was able to make it out, but still takes off on the only horse, looks at him, and is basically like, well, there's only one horse, and it'll ride faster if there's only one person on it, basically. So, I think she says, like, see me in Vienna or something if you make it out of here, and takes off. And of course, the irony of Angel saying, like, oh, I've heard Romania is nice, and we all know what happens in Romania. If there was ever a doubt about how Angel felt about Darla, this episode will quickly put that to rest, because he was willing to do anything for her. He's trying to rack his brain of what options they have. Obviously, he doesn't want to do the vampire route, and, going to the karaoke bar, they were able to find another solution, these trials, and the set looked very much like the Oracle set. Comment below and let me know. That's the first thing that came to mind. And of course, he's able to get through all three of them and defeats this demon, and that floor with the crosses and the sunlight and the holy water. Honestly, like I said, it reminded me of like some weird torture in Saw, like this puzzle game he had to solve, and then being, restrained, and this wall of spikes basically coming at him. I'm guessing the spikes either weren't real, or as soon as they were coming towards him, the guy orchestrating, these trials took him back out to present day, so they didn't actually hit him, something like that. But obviously he survived, and I think it was more the willingness that he was fully committed to do this. He had made up his mind that he was going to die for Darla, and that Darla was going to live. And I couldn't imagine the show without Angel. Obviously, it's his namesake. The show was called Angel, so it would have been very bizarre for them to kill him off in the second season, because I think there's 5 or 6 seasons. But either way, we've seen, their characters' lives be threatened before, but the fact that he was so committed, so willing to die for her, to sacrifice his life for hers. And even when the guy is saying, like, oh, like, you bring so much good to the world, like, what's she gonna offer, like, trying to spin it and trying to phrase it, like, get Angel to change his mind and say, like, okay, you're right, like, she's probably just gonna do something horrible, and that Angel should, change his mind. And he still doesn't waver. He's still fully committed, and there's no, like, shakiness in his voice. There's no, maybe. He's just like, yep, do it. Let's get this over with, basically. He loves Darla so much and wants her to have this chance at a life that she never had. And I think that was a big part of it, too, is him saying, like, she never stood a chance, basically. Like, it's not like she lived to be, 80 years old as a human. She was still very young, obviously, when this happened. And then did get to live as a vampire for hundreds and hundreds of years, but the fact that she doesn't get to be a human, and I think that's also something Angel really, really wants. And to see Darla have that opportunity and he doesn't have it, I think was huge for him. And again, there's still this prophecy that he can become human in the background if he completes these trials and survives plagues and all of these things. And we haven't heard much about that in a while. The makeup and prosthetics of that demon he was fighting in the first trial, so cool, so well done. And the set deck, we do get to see new sets and new locations in the show, but it was interesting to see somewhere that was like specifically designed to put Angel through these trials, and this guy, you know, who's leading it. And as we find out, you know, Darla's been brought back once, and obviously that's all you get. You get to come back once, and that's, you've reached your maximum. And obviously we didn't know that beforehand, but for Angel to go through all of this, just the roller coaster of, okay, we've completed the task, you know, I can breathe, everything's gonna be fine now, she's gonna be okay, she's gonna make it, and then to have that completely ripped away. We've seen in the show and Buffy many, many times where as soon as you think a character is safe, something horrible happens, and Darla's fate, you know, wasn't altered at all from these trials because she's already been brought back, and, you know, that's the end. And then again, to have this sweet moment at the end between Darla and Angel, and oh, just kidding, in walks Lindsay and Drusilla, like, just these highs and lows were crazy, like a super intense episode, really well done. I definitely enjoyed it, one of my favorites of the season so far. I'm very anxious to go into the next episode because Drusilla's back, Darla's back, and they're obviously both vampires now, and what's this gonna do? You know, Wolfram and Hart are obviously involved. I'm very worried for what's in store with Angel as he was tasering him, but just that heartbreaking look in his eyes to see Darla go back to being a vampire, I think was the worst moment throughout this entire process for him. That's the thing he wanted to happen the least. I think he was still struggling with the thought of her passing away from being a human, but I think he was slowly coming to accept it, and they had a small amount of time left, but he knew he was going to spend it with her, and nope, that's not happening anymore. When Angel came up at the beginning of the episode and was doing his laundry and seemed to be like in a really good mood, and he's like, yeah, I'm totally over it. It seems like you're trying to convince them, like he was trying to convince Cordelia and Wesley that he was fine and everything's going back to normal, and then of course 4 seconds later Gunn walks in the door and says he found Darla, and unfortunately Lindsay gets to her first, but still it was just like, there's no way he was just gonna let this go. We knew that wouldn't be the end for her character. Overall, I thought it was a really great episode, so well done, a really cool premise, and to have Angel have this opportunity to like dangle this carrot in front of him basically with these 3 trials, for him to complete all 3 trials and then to still not have his goal, you know, actualized, and for Darla to now be dead again as a vampire, not even dying as a human, and them getting to spend that time together. No, of course, Lindsay has to interrupt that process with Drusilla. I hate that combination. It's going to be terrifying to see what happens next. If Angel wasn't brooding over Darla before, this is definitely not going to help things because his worst nightmare just came true, basically. Cordelia and Wesley weren't in this episode a ton. Gunn was in it for a little bit, but obviously the majority of the episode was between Darla and Angel. I love the flashbacks. I hope we get to see more of them, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yeah, exactly. You brought her back and didn't ask her. Typical vacation. She's like, I'm hundreds of years older than you. I was gonna say look out for that bus she just threw you under, but in this case it's a barn burning. Yeah, how is jumping into an empty pool gonna like help her? Oh my god, the tasers! Stop with the tasers! Oh, good night! Oh, cut him in half!